Hey everybody, welcome back to Rewind GenX podcast with Matt and Allie. I'm Matt.
I'm Allie.
And today we are going to do Allie's pick. It is the controversial movie that is in the year of 2000. And
why is it controversial?
Because we said we would only go up to 1999 for our movies.
You know what? This is my podcast, our podcast, so I can make the rules.
Okay, and like I said, if you get a 2000 movie, I'm going to get a 2000 movie. Next month. Well, I'll do one. I already have it in mind. I already said it on the podcast anyway. So, but your movie is, you tell them it's your movie.
So, to continue our Christmas season, our Christmas month, we're doing The Grinch.
And this was my first time ever seeing The Grinch. And you want me to just go ahead and give him my grade?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay. So I never saw this movie because I never wanted to see this movie. Not that I didn't like Jim Carrey. I found him very funny in a lot of his movies.
He's really funny.
Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Even the sequel, you know, it's funny because he's funny.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have an interest in seeing The Grinch. It just didn't appeal to me, the previews and all of it. So I really never had any interest in seeing it, and so I never have. And now I didn't go into this with the same expectations as I did Hocus Pocus, which were very, very bad expectations. But I did go into it a little hesitant. And honestly, it's about what I expected it to be. I'm going to give it a B-. Okay, it is got enough redeeming qualities that it gets into the B category, unlike Hocus Pocus, which was, I believe, a C+ for me.
Right.
So yeah, it's a B-. There's a lot of good things about it. Jim Carrey himself is great. He's always great, and this is no exception. He is the Grinch. He embodies that character beautifully. The costumes are beautiful. The sets are wonderful. They look like they're straight out of a Dr. Seuss book. Everyone in it is good. Unfortunately, the movie is just too long for my taste. I feel like it's about an hour too long at an hour and 45 minutes.
That's understandable. I get it.
Yeah. How about you?
So I gave it an A-.
Okay.
This is such a Christmas classic for me. I kind of grew up like loving this movie. I've seen like all three versions at once, at least
Have
once.
You?
Yeah, I did see the most recent. It was just kind of like, why did you need to make a remake? But
okay, I only saw the original cartoon version, which I think was made in the 60s.
Good. It's classic.
And it's like short. It's less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's just like a little kid.
And I think that this one, if they had made it, like I said, half as long, it would have been a lot better. There's a lot of extra stuff added to it that was just unnecessary, like the backstory of why he hates Christmas and little other things there, here and there, that I felt were unnecessary. I would compare this to the Hobbit movies. So I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, as you can tell by all my Lord of the Rings bobbleheads on the back and the DVDs and all that good stuff. And there's actually half a wall filled with Lord of the Rings posters on the opposite side of the iPad.
Yeah, you guys only get like a section of the room.
Yeah.
If you like behind, there's a lot more.
Yeah, there is. So. There's a whole shrine to Indiana Jones.
They've seen that.
We did film in front of that. Well, if we ever break the rules and do the Lord of the Rings movies, we'll definitely...
We won't do that.
We won't do that. Maybe I'll have to do a separate podcast all by my lonesome.
Right.
For the Lord of the Rings movies. But anyway, I'll definitely film in front of that little area. But I digress. This felt like The Hobbit because, I was so excited after the Lord of the Rings movies. I had read The Hobbit when I was 10 years old on my dad's request, and I loved it. And then he got me to read the Lord of the Rings. Well, no. He tried to get me to read the Lord of the Rings books, but they're just way too long for a 10-year-old. I did wind up reading them later on in life and love them. When the announcement of the Hobbit movies, I was so excited about it. Like, okay, great. They're going to make a Hobbit movie. The book is like 300 pages. It's like half the size of one of the Lord of the Rings books. Yeah. And then they're like, well, we're going to actually kind of stretch it out into 2 movies. I'm like, okay, that's fine. No problem. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the background that they refer to, but they don't show you, so they could stretch it out. And then the money grubbers over at the studio said, no, we're going to stretch this out to 3 movies. So a 300-page book wound up being like 3 movies over 2 hours each, and it was just ridiculous.
That's too long.
There's a lot of good stuff in the Hobbit movies. Yeah, it's just like this movie. The actors were great, the set pieces were great, the costumes were great. Everyone does a great job, but it's just too long and a lot of unnecessary filler. And that's what I felt about this movie as well.
Yeah, I mean, I read The Hobbit like a while ago. I barely remember it. I also barely remember the movies because I'm sure I
You never saw the movies. You
did.
barely,
I no.
you watched.
I think I watched the first one.
You
at
watched the
least.
first Lord of the Rings movie
Mm.
for Father's Day as a Father's Day present to me. You watched the Fellowship of the Ring, and then I was like, "All right, Two Towers," and you're like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
So I got her on board with most of my stuff.
Listen,
but
maybe this year we'll watch Two Towers, okay?
okay, okay.
Birthday's coming up. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
She's like, "Oh wait, his birthday's in like 6 days. Never mind, or
Well, I
5
mean,
days."
I was gonna get you a real present, but
Well,
if you want to watch Lord of the Rings,
yeah, I can buy myself whatever I want. I can't get you to
okay,
watch
I
it.
guess we're watching Two Towers.
Woo-hoo!
Yay! So yeah,
Back to the Grinch.
we love doing that when we just start going off about something else.
That's fine.
What were we talking about again?
It's a podcast. We're
Yeah.
allowed. We're allowed to digress.
But I understand your grade, and I do think it's a little long. It's a little stretched out. But I have so much love for this movie. I think it's so well done. Jim Carrey is hilarious.
He is.
And I have so many good things to say about it. And I'll get more into it when we actually go into the synopsis and everything. But I guess we'll show you the trailer now, and then we'll, yeah.
Okay.
Universal Pictures and Imagine Entertainment invite you to experience the magic of the classic story as it comes to life like you've never seen before. In a place where the Christmas spirit is everywhere.
Have the best Christmas ever!
Well, almost everywhere.
Counting down the Christmas clock. Oh, young baseball.
Blast this Christmas music. It's joyful and triumphant.
Jim Carrey is
The Grinch. I must stop this Christmas from coming.
from Universal Pictures
But what would I wear? Oh!
and Imagine Entertainment.
Forgot about the reindeer. Action! Brilliant!
Mr. Grinch, I myself am having some Yuletide doubts.
Don't care.
Maybe if you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas.
Maybe if you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas.
Grow up!
If you think you know the whole story,
What if it's all just a misunderstanding?
This could change my entire outlook on life.
Really?
No.
So yeah, no, I agree with you. Jim Carrey is hilarious, and you can tell when he's ad-libbing, and it's funny. He's he's a funny dude. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's a funny guy. He's very talented, and he was the perfect person to play the Grinch.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
I wonder, I haven't read the trivia, maybe you have, but I wonder if there was like other people that like auditioned or were set up
Yeah,
for it, I'm sure we'll get into that.
The woman who has the rights to this was the widow of Dr. Seuss. I forget, they say her name in there, and she had the final say so on everything, and she had suggested, I think, 3 or 4 people, Jim Carrey being one of them.
Yeah.
And definitely he was the best pick, in my opinion, for sure.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's time to do casting call.
Should we?
What else are we gonna do?
Do I need to do Spirit Fingers?
You don't. Casting call.
Okay, no Spirit Fingers for this particular episode. Fine. All right, casting call. I'm gonna get my phone out.
You didn't print it?
No, the last 2 episodes I printed a casting call, but
She's getting lazy again.
I am.
Well, this cast is not that big.
It's
Like,
not, and
we're
we're not
not-
going to do the
we're
whole
not gonna do
cast.
the whole
That
cast.
is for sure.
We'll do like
Yeah.
Grinch, Cindy Lou, Martha May.
That is for shizzle. So, Jim Carrey filmography.
This is like his own filmography.
Well, he got his start on Unliving Color. He got famous on Unliving Color. He actually was in movies before that. He was in a movie called Once Bitten. I think that's what it was called, right?
Once Bitten.
Yeah, Once Bitten in '85, and that was already his like 5th movie. He was in a bunch of stuff, but he starred in that movie. He was in Peggy Sue Got Married. He had a pretty big role in that. He had a small role in the Deadpool. Earth Girls Are Easy. He's quite funny in that, alongside Damon Wayans and Jeff Goldblum. The three of them play aliens in that
Oh,
movie.
I like Jeff
It's a fun
Goldblum.
movie. It's worth watching. Pink Cadillac with Clint Eastwood, and then in the 80s, late 80s, he made it big on Living Color. From late 80s to early 90s, he was huge on that show. He was so funny, and so they gave him Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, which was basically his time to shine. Like that was his playground.
And he co-wrote it, didn't he?
I'm
Or-
sure he
I'm
did.
pretty sure
there's
I read
yeah,
that.
also co-screenwriter. Yeah, he had to
Oh.
have. Like that whole movie is him. Like, yeah, he's so good in that. And so funny. And then, so what a year he had. 1994 was Jim Carrey's year. He put out Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, then The Mask.
I've never seen the Mask.
It's a good movie, definitely to watch at least once. He shines in it. He's incredible. He just is that movie.
We'll review Ace Ventura
Yeah.
and probably Dumb and Dumber.
And then Dumb and Dumber was also in that same year. Like
Yeah.
he was on fire. So after those three movies, he started commanding $20 million a picture.
Wow, I would too.
Yeah, and they were paying it
Yeah.
for a while. They were paying that. Then he did
Another Ace Ventura, right?
well. First, he did Batman Forever, where he was the Riddler. Another good casting. Not a great movie. It's okay. Not nearly as terrible as Batman Forever, the sequel to it, but it's okay. Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, not as good as the first one, but still enjoyable and still pretty funny. And again, because of him. The Cable Guy, one of my favorite movies from him.
I've never seen it.
It's really dark humor, but
Okay.
it's like it's sad as well as funny. And his character is like
Mhm.
funny, but also sad, and also a
Right.
little dangerous. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good movie. And then he made a whole bunch of movies. Liar, Liar, The Truman Show was his first.
I want to watch that.
The Truman Show, like he's serious in that movie. It's a drama.
I know the story.
It
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's a little sad. It's not one I like to watch over and over again. Then he played Andy Kaufman in Man on the Moon. They said he was just acting like Andy Kaufman through the whole time on the set. He was like embodying Andy Kaufman.
Right.
Doing method acting, I guess you would call
I
that.
think he's really known for like that.
Yeah,
kinda-
he's definitely a little touched, if you will. he's a little loco. But I guess you have to be to be him.
He's
I mean,
such a good actor. I really think
No doubt about
that's
it.
like his gift, you know?
yeah, most artists are a little loco. We're all a little touched. To
The good
some,
ones.
Yeah, we're all a little touched to some degree. They say that about nurses as well. We're all a little cuckoo, especially ER nurses
Everyone's
like
a little
myself.
special.
You got to be a little crazy to work in that job, man.
Yeah.
It's just chock filled with, highs and lows, blood, vomit, urine,
That's
poop,
okay.
death,
we don't need to know about that.
and then life-saving and healing and caring, and it's like it's all over the place. It's crazy. But anyway, there we go.
But anyway.
There we go, digressing again, right? All right. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's an amazing movie. It's
I've
so
never
beautiful.
seen it.
It's a romance comedy. Your mother loves that movie, and rightly so. I do too. Really funny. So it goes on and on. He's still working today. He's not
He
nearly
did
as
another Dr. Seuss. I think he did like Horton Hears a Who.
he was the voice of the cartoon Horton Hears a Who, and these days he's kind of taking a chill. He is
Not really. He's working hard on his Sonic the Hedgehog.
well, yeah,
It's like
he's doing
putting
this.
out
Yeah,
movie after
every 2
movie.
years he puts out another Sonic the Hedgehog movie as the evil Doctor Robotnik, and I'm sure he's making a fortune doing it, and good for him. So that was Jim
Proud to say
Carrey.
I've never seen a single of those movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud about that too. That I haven't or you haven't. So. All right, we'll just do a couple more. Christina Baranski is Martha May Whoever. She
Whoville.
is Whoville. Okay, she was in the TV series The Good Wife, also at the spinoff series The Good Fight, The Gilded Age. She was on the. She got her
Mamma
start
Mia.
on Sybil, the sitcom Sybil, but you know her from Mamma Mia. I knew her from things like The Birdcage and Cruel Intentions, and also The Big Bang Theory. She is
Who
plays
was she?
Dr. Beverly Hofstadter.
Oh.
It's a recurring role.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and Juno too. She was like the stepmom. No, that's not true. That wasn't her. Never mind. Wrong actress. But anyway, she's pretty famous. She's very talented, and yeah, she was the love interest for the Grinch, which I thought was completely unnecessary. Nothing against her. She's fine.
It was
She's
funny,
fine in
yeah.
it, but like, The Grinch does not need a love interest.
It was
We-
cute. Yours
We
was
don't need his
weird.
backstory about when he's a kid. All that stuff is just too much, man. But it is what it is. I love the Grinch's pet dog. He was amazing. That was played by Kelly, the dog. Okay. I'm going to go with Taylor Momsen as Cindy Lou Who, the little girl. Unlike most child actors, she's actually really good.
Yeah.
She's very talented. I didn't find her annoying at all. And apparently, you said she's like a rock singer now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at her. Yeah, how about that? So there you go.
She was
in
on the Thanksgiving parade. She like sang a rock version of.
Spy Kids 2. She was on Gossip Girls. And
She was like a kid actor, and then she kind of stopped.
Now she's a rock singer.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool. She's got like a cool look to her, cool vibe.
Finally, we'll just do Jeffrey Tambor real quick because he played the mayor. He's like the next big role, and he is famous for a lot of things. He was on the Gary Shandling show or the Larry Sanders Show, starring Gary Shandling. He played Hank Kingsley on that. He was in Arrested Development, which is a great show. He was on the show Transparent, where he plays like a trans person, and he's been in a ton of movies. Something About Mary, Hellboy 2, The Hangover trilogy, The Accountant. He's in a lot of stuff. He's a very talented actor.
Yeah.
He's been around a long time, since the 80s or even earlier. And yeah, he's good in this. He plays the antagonist of the movie, the mayor.
Right.
So yeah, that's it for casting call. I think that's more than enough.
Right. I mean, the main guy is Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He is the movie.
Yeah.
He is the Grinch.
No doubt about it. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So
we'll get into the synopsis. We both have notes. I know you have notes. Yeah. So, I just want to preface, as we kind of, I guess I'll get into it. The Grinch, a bitter, grouchy, green creature who lives in a cave on Mount Crumbit, despises Christmas and plans to ruin it for the Whos of Whoville. So I want to talk about Whoville because I truly love the Whos and what the makeup did, the set did, costumes. I love how they look like a different species. They look, like you said, straight out of the book, and I think that's so interesting because obviously it's humans, but they don't look like humans to me. They really look like a little. They look like creatures, but like fun,
like elves or something. Yeah,
exactly, and I love that, and I think it's such a small detail that like makeup did to give them all like their noses, and
I agree.
I think it just adds such an element of like
I should have added
magic, and like it doesn't feel like it takes place in our world. I love that.
Not at all. And when I said I love the sets and the costumes, I should have said makeup as well.
Makeup was so good, yeah.
So please continue. Oh, I just want to say it didn't take long. I knew for sure as soon as I saw this was a Ron Howard movie. I'm like, oh, so wait for his brother. Because he puts his brother Clint Howard in like every one of his movies, and sure enough, it didn't take long. A few minutes in, there he is playing the mayor's assistant.
Yeah.
Sycophant assistant.
Huh?
Like a kiss ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to bleep you.
You don't have to bleep that.
I'm gonna bleep it. You can't.
Ass.
So vulgar. You can't say that.
This isn't a kid show. It's family friendly, but it's not a children's programming. You don't have to bleep that. Ass is a real word. It's in the dictionary.
Ass. Yeah, it means donkey.
Yeah. Or that. So I just have to find a way to point out my sweater as if like everyone didn't see it anyway. But
I'm so happy we're matching.
Yeah, we're both in blue. Look at that.
Jeans and our sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
After a chance encounter with the Grinch at the Whoville post office, a little girl named Cindy Lou Who learns from the townspeople that the Grinch was raised by two elderly female Whos. So, I love the vibe of Whoville and how Christmassy it is and how it feels. It's so fun. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say I love Cindy Lou Who because a lot of my friends call me Cindy Lou, and I think it's so cute. I mean, like.
Yeah, she's surprisingly charming.
She's
like
so
I said,
cute.
I usually don't like child actors; they're usually just too sugary for my taste. But she's actually surprisingly charming, and the Grinch's dog is just Heart
You I
heart
don't know, but you
melting.
loved the dog so
The
much.
dog is like a heart melting. I love that dog so much. I wanted
Yeah.
to take him home. Yeah.
And I want to say I love how the narrator
Anthony
is.
Hopkins. Oh, Sir Anthony
I-
Hopkins is the narrator. We're not going to go through his cast, but he's a very famous actor. If you
Is
don't
he?
know,
Yeah, I
extremely
didn't. But I
famous.
love how he's basically
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah.
he's reading the book. I mean, and I love how it rhymes. It, like you immediately know it's
Perfect
not
casting.
Dr. Seuss book. And
Perfect
it's-
casting. He's perfect for that.
Yeah, and it's just I love how they use the original book. I really appreciate
I guess
that.
Morgan Freeman wasn't available. He's like, he narrates everything, and he's also great as a narrator. But like, yeah.
In school, the Grinch was infatuated with his classmate Martha May Whoville. After the class bully Augustus May Who mocked him for his hairy face, the Grinch tried to shave and injure himself. When everyone in class except for Martha laughed at him, the Grinch ran away to live on Mount Crumpet. So that was his origin story. I do not think it was very necessary, like you said, but I'm not bothered by it being included. I feel like, sure, like give some backstory. It's fine. It didn't make me mad.
I guess it was necessary to stretch it out to an hour and 45-minute movie. I guess my point being is like you could have made this an hour and 10-minute movie and people still would have gone to theaters and paid their 10 or 15 bucks to see it and it still would have been beloved.
Yeah.
So that's just my personal opinion. I will say that, with the exception of Jim Carrey's little sidebars and breaking the fourth wall, because like I said, all that was really great and clearly him. And most of the jokes and gimmicks in this movie are hit or miss, unfortunately, with more hits than miss, or with more misses than hits. So.
I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Okay.
But I laugh at everything. So.
Except me. Yeah, she laughs at my jokes too.
Yeah, I do.
Usually.
I just like to make fun of you a little bit,
And that's okay.
I like to make you a little mad.
I'm an easy target. Sorry.
So.
I'm gonna give you the Del Griffin speech, right? You can make fun of me. I'm an easy target.
I like me. My wife likes me.
I like me.
Go watch Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes, and then watch our podcast.
Well, that's what I meant. Like, GenX podcast reviews. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes.
Determined to make things right, Cindy nominates the Grinch as the town's holiday cheermeister. The townsfolk agree, but Augustus, who is now the mayor, strongly objects. So Cindy is kind of arguing with him, with Augustus, saying like in the Who book, the Book of Who, I guess their rules, their law, their constitution in a way. Mm-hmm. It says that the holiday cheermeister should go to the person who needs it the most and who deserves holiday cheer, basically. And I kind of think it's funny how Augustus, the mayor, he's like making stuff up in this book to like make his case, and like she calls him out. She's like, "That's not in it. What page?" And it's just like, I thought it was funny. I think it's like shows you who he really is. Like, yeah,
not a good guy.
No,
typical politician.
Typical. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know how you can tell when a politician is lying?
When he opens his mouth.
His lips are moving. Yeah. I know, it's an old joke.
Cindy personally travels to Mount Crumpet to invite the Grinch, who is reluctantly persuaded to come after he learns Martha will be there. But I think that it was good, like, to have a love interest. Like,
I guess. If you're going to stretch it out to a full-length movie, I guess you got to have something like going on, yeah. So.
Right. I just want to say I love the Grinch's mannerisms. I think
I agree.
Every small detail that Jim Carrey really added to the character. I mean, even when he's not speaking, he's so Grinch. It didn't feel like Jim Carrey. It didn't feel like an actor. It felt like a person, and I loved it. It's so good.
I completely agree. Like I said, that is the main positive thing about this movie is Jim Carrey as the Grinch. He's great.
Yeah. At the ceremony, the Grinch participates in various events, and then Mayor Mayhew gives him an electric razor as a present, which reminds him of his childhood. So he's obviously doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
The Grinch was kind of having fun at first. He was, kind of enjoying it, getting to be like, okay, maybe this isn't so bad. I kind of like Christmas. The Who's aren't so bad. And Augustus kind of ruined it because he doesn't want the Grinch to infiltrate his town, his people,
Or his girl.
his girl.
His
Exactly.
wannabe girl.
Yeah. And I want to point out, I mean, we already talked about this, but Martha May's clothes and Cindy's clothes, as like a girl, like I would love to own that. That's so cute. They're so well done. They're so on theme. They're so Christmas, but they're very fashionable and true to the character. It feels like that character would wear that. It feels like Cindy Lou would wear that, and it's so good. I love the outfits. They're so Christmas, but true to the character. So yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
To further humiliate the Grinch, Mayor Mayhew proposes to Martha in front of everyone, offering her a new car as an engagement gift.
That was kind of funny. I have to say, like, Mary, you get a new car.
Yeah, he was like a show host.
Yeah, game show host. It's ridiculous.
But the Grinch scratches its door, accuses the Who's of valuing Christmas only for its materialism, and he wreaks havoc before returning to his cave. Learning that the Who's are still planning to celebrate, the Grinch then hatches a plan to steal all the Who's Christmas presents, decoration, and food while they sleep.
Just like in the original cartoon.
Right. That's kind of the climax that leads to the plot and the title, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Then he disguises himself as Santa Claus and his dog Max as a reindeer, and I love how he puts this one antler on his head. So funny. And the Grinch descends into Whoville on a high-tech sleigh and starts by going into Cindy Lou Who's house. So Cindy mistakes him for Santa Claus, and he convinces her that he is just talking to the tree. He is just taking the tree to the North Pole for repairs. And I do think it's kind of a sad little moment because she's like, Santa, what is Christmas really about? And he's like, presents. And she's like, she knows that's not what it's about. And like, to hear that from Santa, she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, because she was really hoping Santa, of all people, would be able to tell her, like, no, it's about Christmas spirit or love. I don't know what the message is.
But it wasn't really Santa. It was the Grinch.
Thanks. You're too much. Before sending her to bed with a glass of water. She then goes to bed, and the Grinch strips the entire town of its Christmas decorations. I really like that montage. I think it's really fun of him, like, stealing everything in the houses. And
just like the cartoon?
I mean, I think that part really stays true to the cartoon.
For sure, that part's great. I have to say, though, I remember when Cindy Lou Who starts singing her song, like 15 minutes into the movie, I can remember just, like, tightening up and just being like, is this a musical? And you're like, no, not really. Like I was scared. You know what's one of the most disappointing movies ever is a movie from like 1980, I think, starring Robin Williams as Popeye. The movie Popeye.
Is it a musical?
It's a musical, and it's not even a good musical. Like, the songs are terrible.
I've never seen it. Never planned to.
It's interesting to look at, and the set pieces are great, and the costumes and makeup are really good, but and nobody in it actor-wise is bad, but the story is dragging, and the songs are horrible. They're not singers. See, most of them can't even sing.
I hate when people do that. Because
you have like Shelley Duvall singing. She's terrible. Then you have the guy playing Bluto, the big, strong bad guy, singing. He's terrible.
Despise when Hollywood uses big actors in musicals simply because they're big actors and they can't sing, and then you either have to dub them or include a terrible voice like
Russell
Wicked.
Crowe? Oh, I think like Russell Crowe in Les Mis.
I've seen that movie. Yeah, it's not good. But in Wicked, the new Wicked, they have Michelle Yeoh, incredible actor, so good. Can't sing for her life, and she sounds terrible, and she's the only bad singer in the whole movie, and she ruins the whole thing.
Pierce Brosnan,
really good. Pierce Brosnan
and Mamma Mia.
What were you doing? Like, genuinely, he's speaking. Like, I can't.
It's pretty bad.
Stick to James Bond, okay?
At least in Back to the Future, they dubbed his voice. Like, they knew Michael J. Fox couldn't sing, so they dubbed him. You know,
right?
Somebody else singing it.
It makes me so mad.
And that's not really a musical either, but
right.
So,
but. No, that was a cute little song. I love that song.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too terrible. There was like 3 songs in it total. Like she sings
Yeah.
a song, the Grinch sings his traditional song, like he
He
sings.
doesn't really sing
like,
it.
and
It's a singer.
Yeah, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Mr.
Yeah,
Grinch.
yeah, and it's in the cartoon. Like so,
Yeah.
that's a very appropriate. And then like there's
At the end,
At the
they
end,
sing,
they
which
all
is
sing.
in the book, but obviously that's not like.
yeah,
But they just sing like around the Christmas. tree.
yeah. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So, yeah, we have this whole montage of the Grinch stuffing everything into his giant sack, and then he drives it to the top of Mount Crumpet. But I guess it stops working, so basically Max has to pull this
Poor sled.
insane
This poor little
sleigh
doggy has
and
to pull
sack.
the sled.
Yeah. It's like in my heart, like I know it's fake, but like
I
it
know.
feels real and it still like hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that when he finally changes,
Yeah.
Max is the first one to get his affection.
Yeah.
And Max's reaction to it, it's so sweet.
I really like when the Grinch originally returns from Whoville after being named the holiday cheermaster, and then they bully him and he goes back. He finds Max
Partying.
dancing to
Yeah.
Christmas music and he's like, what is this? You know, like
Yeah.
Max is really good all the time, you know, but he just yeah. On Christmas morning, the Who's wake up to discover the theft, and Augustus accuses Cindy of causing the Grinch to ruin Christmas. But she says that it was all because of the Grinch. Huh? And Augustus accuses Cindy of causing the Grinch to ruin Christmas. But she says that it was all because of the Grinch.
That doesn't make any
That
sense.
doesn't make sense. Moving on. I wanted to talk about this moment because it made me so happy, because if you watch the podcast, you know I talk about this all the time. My favorite thing in a movie is a character arc. I live, laugh, love character arcs. They're so good. If a character doesn't have a good character arc, it makes me so mad. And I love that Cindy's dad, Lou Who, has his character arc. He stands up and defends her, because previously he was this shy little guy who Augustus kind of pushed around and made him apologize for his kids. And I love that he stands up for Cindy and he's like, no, she's right, you know, she's the one who actually made the Grinch come back. She's the one who tells us what Christmas really is. It's more than gifts. And I love that. It made me so happy that this little man stood up for his daughter.
She likes a redemption story, folks.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Right.
Yeah.
Inspired by his words, the Who's come together and sing Christmas carols while Cindy sets out to find the Grinch. So the Grinch he prepares to push the sleigh of decorations off of Mount Crumpet, and then he hears the Who singing, and he realizes that his plan has failed.
Yeah.
And so in the beginning of the movie, it tells us that the Grinch is the way he is because his heart is 3 sizes too small. And this is the moment where he is struck by the true meaning of Christmas, and his heart grows 3 sizes, and he becomes overcome with emotion, and he notices that the sleigh is about to slip off. And he has this emotion, he has this love, his heart is big now, he's finally feeling the right way, he's making the right decisions, and he sees Cindy on top of the sleigh, and that's his kind of click moment, and he is like, no way, I'm saving this girl.
Yeah.
And he basically, at first he can't pull a sleigh, and then he sees Sydney, and he just
picks the whole thing up over his head.
And I think that's another character arc. Love it. Perfect, you know? And it's kind of like in a way, it's like a paternal thing. It's like a paternal instinct. Like, I'm not going to let this little girl die, you know? Like, she...
Yeah. I wouldn't let you die either.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Then he lifts it and they go back to Whoville. Upon returning to Whoville, the Grinch gives back the stolen decorations and apologizes. He surrenders to the police, but they decide to pardon him. And I think that is so funny. The police is just like, the mayor's like, yeah, arrest him. And he goes,
he said
sorry.
Clearly they're not humans. They're what are they called? Who's?
They're the Who's. Yeah. Oh, and I like the little joke in the beginning, where they're in the post office before Cindy meets the Grinch, and she's like, her dad is like, well, the Grinch is on a Who, and he goes, he's and she goes, a what? He goes, exactly. And I thought that was funny.
Oh, is that what he is? He's a what?
Not really.
Oh,
But she
oh,
says,
who, what, where? Okay, I get
she
it.
goes, he's a what?
Uh-huh.
He's like, exactly.
Yeah,
He's a what? Because he's not a who.
gotcha. Okay, got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He surrenders, but they pardon him, despite Augustus's objections. And Martha returns Augustus's engagement ring and professes her love for the Grinch. Then the Grinch, joining the Who's for carols singing, he allows them to hold their traditional Christmas feast in his cave. I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
They were in his cave?
at the end. Yeah.
Oh.
And they all lived happily ever after.
And this movie is so cute. It's so well done. Sure, it's a little. I think you're right. I think if they cut out the backstory part, it would have been fine. But
I'm just gonna be honest with you.
yeah,
If I never have to see this again, I won't.
you're such a Debbie Downer.
Sorry, just wasn't a fan. And like I said, a lot of positives about it. It's just not my thing. I'm not saying the movie's terrible. It's just not my thing, not my cup of tea, if you will. And despite Jim Carrey's great performance, despite that wonderfully cute dog and the adorable Cindy Lou Who and the great costumes and makeup and sets, it's still boring to me.
Wait, I have a question.
No.
Oh,
You don't know what the next movie is?
I thought it was that. Oh, it's Home Alone.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
good. I'm excited for that one.
Me too.
Good.
I like that movie.
Yeah.
The sequel is good too.
It's okay.
Okay. So now it's time for fun facts.
Fun facts.
The Grinch directing his dog, Max, before stealing Christmas is a result of Jim Carrey making fun of producer and director Ron Howard, imitating his style of directing. Howard found the scene hilarious and decided to include it in the movie. According to Rick Baker, the famous makeup artist, the prosthetic makeup Jim Carrey wore took about 2 hours to apply and 1 hour to remove. Carrey revealed on the Graham Norton show that he felt so confined and uncomfortable in the latex skin that he sought counseling from a CIA agent who taught him torture resistance techniques.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've read that before.
Okay.
I think it's so terrible. Like, I couldn't act and uncomfortable.
So the line 6:30 p.m. dinner with me, I can't cancel that again, was improvised by Jim Carrey.
That might be one of my favorite, like,
Yeah.
4
6:30.
o'clock, waddling self-pity. Like,
6:30 dinner with me. Can't cancel that again.
5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one.
Very funny. I bet you he like ad-libbed all those lines.
Yeah.
He's so
it's so
funny. Yeah.
The jewels that are in Martha May's hair when she's explaining the Grinch's backstory are from the tree topper that the young Grinch made for Martha, implying that she still has feelings for him. And I like the line where she's like, "Me? I don't have a crush on the Grinch." And Cindy goes,
I didn't
ask that."
Yeah, that's cute.
Producer and director Ron Howard was so thankful for Jim Carrey putting up with the uncomfortable hours to apply his makeup that during filming, he put on the Grinch suit with full makeup and directed one day with the suit on. He intended this to be a show of appreciation to Carrey. However, when Carrey saw Howard in full Grinch outfit, he was angered, believing it was a stunt double who looked nothing like him. Okay.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's Grinch suit was covered in yak hair, which was dyed green and sewn onto his spandex suit. So weird. I mean, it didn't look like human hair, but yak? Couldn't use like horse hair? Jim Carrey was suggested for the title role by Audrey Geisel, which was the widow of Dr. Seuss, and she controlled the rights to the book. Here, she also suggested Jack Nicholson, Dustin Hoffman, and Robin Williams.
I can see Robin Williams.
I can too.
Yeah, the other
I don't know
two,
the other
probably
two.
not. Yeah. Well, Jack Nicholson played the Joker in the first Batman movie. Well, the first real Batman movie. There was like a Batman, the TV show had like a kind of a movie version of it.
That's the only Joker I know.
Yeah. Probably the best one too.
All right.
The R.I.P.
We're going to do 10 things I hate about you soon.
We are. Is Nikki going to come on for that?
Nikki better come on.
The Whoville set was primarily constructed on the Universal Studios backlot behind the Bates Motel. During a filming break, Jim Carrey startled tourists on the Universal backlot tour by running out of the motel wearing a dress and waving a knife. None of the visitors recognized him, and tour guides still share the story when passing the Bates Motel on the tour. That's awesome. I could totally see him doing that. Sir Anthony Hopkins recorded all.
I hate when they do this. Who was the actress that had the like
Olivia Newton-John, like Madam Dame Olivia
like,
Newton-John.
They have to put it in front of her name all the time.
Every single time. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Recorded all of the narration for this movie in one day. Wow, that's impressive.
Not that much. It's like reading a Dr. Seuss book. It's like take 5 minutes, you know.
Okay. Jim Carrey's yellow contact lenses were so uncomfortable that he wasn't able to wear them at times during filming. Some shots of his eyes were colored in post-production.
Poor Jim Carrey, just like shot after shot.
I could see this. Jim Carrey's accent in The Grinch is based off Sean Connery.
Who's Sean Connery?
That's like the third time you've asked that question on this podcast.
Really?
He's the original James Bond in like the first 6 or 7 movies, and he's also 6, 7.
Sorry.
He's also.
I can't believe I'm doing this. My boss watches this thing.
He's also. Which one? The owner or the manager?
Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, my friend Kevin, the owner. Yeah. He's also the dad on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Junior.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of sounds like they're Grinch. Okay.
It tells me that goose-stepping morons like yourself should try reading books instead of burning them.
That's my best Sean Connery. That can Buster.
Well,
it's a great line.
You know what? Since I don't know Sean Connery, that was great.
Thanks.
That was a great accent.
Yeah, I know the audience is probably like.
Actors and actresses went to Who school with a choreographer, learning how to move and be comfortable being a Who. I guess they have like mannerisms, just like the Grinch, more Who like.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can see that.
Jim Carrey, with no accompaniment nor anything to alter his voice, sang a few verses of the signature song "You're a Mean One," which had the lyrics written by Dr. Seuss himself, which makes sense because I feel like in the beginning you can kind of hear Jim Carrey's voice. He starts singing it in the mirror, and then it kind of blends into the actual singer when the montage is happening.
You're right. Yeah.
This was the highest grossing Christmas movie since Home Alone, which makes sense. I think it's a fantastic movie, and it was very popular when it came out, I'm sure. I mean, I wasn't alive, but...
It was popular.
No other movie has featured so many characters in heavy makeup and costumes since The Wizard of Oz. Which makes sense. I remember reading about The Wizard of Oz and the absolutely terrible conditions that all of these characters had to go through. I mean, almost every single one of these makeup products were like poisoning the actors. It was terrible.
Especially the Tin Man. That stuff was like.
And the witch, horrible. Her green thing apparently like it was made her go to the hospital one day. She was like, yeah.
Where are we at? Oh, okay. So the original Grinch was not green. Like everything else in the book, he was black and white with some red and pink splotches. But producer and director Ron Howard wanted this movie to also be an adaptation of How the Grinch Stole Christmas
in 1966
cartoon, which is the one I'm most familiar with growing up, watching that every year at Christmas. As a filming, this movie had the largest set on Universal. In the original adaptation of The Grinch, his main dislike of Christmas is due to the loud noise and extreme gluttony. However, for this movie, an extensive backstory was created to explain why he hates Christmas.
Jim Carrey admitted to feeling ashamed for not trying to prevent some of the adult humor in this movie, and has repeatedly stated that all of the jokes he ad-libbed were age-appropriate. He then found out that producer and director John Howard had removed many other jokes that were even raunchier, but had to keep some of it due to what they claim as studio interference. Yeah. I didn't think any of the jokes were that bad.
No, it's pretty tame.
Yeah. The photo of the Grinch in the Whoville newspaper has the Grinch in the same pose as a well-known alleged photo of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, from the Patterson-Gilman film. Another Christmas movie, Elf, similarly featured its main character, Buddy, walking near Central Park and mimicking the walking style of Bigfoot.
I remember that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The first time he tried on the Grinch makeup, Jim Carrey was so uncomfortable that he kicked a hole in the wall and told Ron Howard that he couldn't play the role. He compared the experience to being buried alive.
Jim Carrey sounds like a bit of a diva. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Mike Myers.
I was just gonna say that. I was just thinking that.
Which is coincidental because Mike Myers played the Cat in the Hat in the live action version of that
Oh,
Dr.
really?
Seuss film. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Which
movie-
which I also never saw.
It was fun. It was like,
Yeah. I remember my older cousin Eddie seeing it and telling us he liked it, but it wasn't enough to get me to go.
oh, Eddie said he liked it, so I have to go see it. No. Okay, you can start.
Where am I at?
Many Cirque du Soleil.
Many Cirque du Soleil performers were used for the more acrobatic tricks and stunts in this movie. They can be spotted in the beginning as some of the Who's in the parade.
I want to see Cirque du Soleil.
I have seen Cirque du Soleil La Nuba.
Is that like a performance of theirs?
Yeah, there's like many different shows.
Yeah, I know.
And that one's La Nuba. That's the one in Orlando at a Disney property.
Oh, cool.
It was not my choice. I had a girlfriend at the time who wanted to go, so
Was it bad?
no, it's
It's
enjoyable.
It's a cool watch.
I just didn't want to go, but yeah, no, I enjoyed it for sure. Yeah, they're very talented. If you
Yeah.
have a chance to go, I would recommend it. Jim Carrey contorts his facial muscles to create the Grinch's sinister grin, and what a great job he does doing it.
Yeah.
It is not achieved with prosthetics. Yeah, he is talented,
So
diva
good.
or not. He's got the goods, no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
You know who's great is so cool? Sorry, this is like off topic.
Mhm.
Have you guys seen the actor for It?
Oh, Tim
Lit-
Curry.
Oh my gosh. It's
Oh
the
wait, which
creepiest
one?
thing ever.
Which actor?
the one with the big eyes.
But which it? The 1990s TV movie version or the newest
No,
one?
the new one, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen his smirk? Like he does it like not in costume and like not in like the makeup, and it still looks like terrifying.
No, I know who you're talking about. I can't
It's,
think of
like,
his name.
genuinely-
It's like Stellan Skarsgård's
It's-
son.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, his last name's Skarsgård because his father's a famous actor.
Nepo
And,
baby.
yeah, he's in the Thor movies and he's been in a million things. But yeah, that's his son who's also gaining some traction as a pretty famous actor as
But
well.
oh my gosh, it's like terrifying. It's like the coolest
And the
thing ever.
first live action TV movie, the character is played by Tim Curry, a famous English actor, and you know Tim Curry from Home Alone 2. He is the
Tim
concierge at the hotel, and in that movie, he does the same Grinch smile. They show the Grinch on the TV, doing the big smile, the cartoon,
Uh-huh.
and then they show him just in his regular face as the concierge doing the same evil maniacal grin, and he
Oh.
played Pennywise the clown in the first It movie in 1990s.
But this guy, the new guy, he has like a really creepy
Yeah.
smirk, and I saw an interview and he did it, and it was like just as
Oh,
terrifying.
I'm sure he's very talented as well. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna find that part from Home Alone
You're gonna
2,
put it in?
and I'm gonna put it in. So
Why don't you put it in next podcast when we do Home Alone?
no, because it's from Home Alone 2. And we're talking about it in this
Okay.
one. So no, you're gonna see it. Okay. We are right there.
You only read one.
All right. Audrey Geisel, Dr. Seuss's widow, had veto power over the final script. She objected to several elements, notably jokes aimed at mature audiences.
Mm.
She also objected to the inclusion of a Who family with no Christmas decorations, known as the Whosteins. Ooh, yeah. The implication being that the family was Jewish.
Thank God she vetoed that.
Yeah,
That would not
thank
be
God.
okay.
I mean, like you're going through all this trouble to make a non-human, but then you're gonna throw that in, like, yeah. Sorry, it's a little anti-Semitic in my opinion. As well as a stuffed trophy head of the Cat in the Hat being included in the Grinch's lair. Yeah, that's bad taste. You can read the last two.
You know, I heard that like Dr. Seuss cheated on his wife.
So did Bob Marley. So did Gandhi. So did Martin Luther King Jr. There's a lot of great men.
No, he didn't.
He did. They all did. They were all adulterers. Yeah. Gandhi too.
No.
Yeah.
I don't care about
look it up.
Gandhi, but not Dr. Seuss. Martin Luther King Jr. is like,
Look it up.
he
I'm
had
not
a
making-
dream.
They're still great men, but they're humans. They're flawed. We're all broken, honey. We're all sinners, and Listen, when it comes to famous men, adultery is like always one of the big ones because it's like
Jay-Z.
Tiger Woods, all of them, man. I mean, like these guys are like fighting them off their whole life. Every single day of their lives, there's women throwing themselves at them because they're like famous and talented and unbelievable, and so like they're going to attract women, and so some of them are they have moments of weakness. I'm not justifying it or making excuses for them, but that's going to be famous men, especially. That's going to be one of their most common mistakes. Exactly. Yeah.
After the Grinch leaves Whoville for the second time, the camera pans up and a statue of an elephant can be seen, a reference to Horton Hears a Who, also by Dr. Seuss. Jim Carrey then voiced Horton in Horton Hears a Who. It's a great movie. It's a really good movie.
Never saw it.
It's like a kid's movie, but it's so good. When the Grinch was sucking up all of the presents at the Lou Who's house, there is a goldfish in a bowl, which is a reference to
Cat in the
Dr.
Hat.
Seuss.
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah. I caught that one. That was good. Well, that's it. That was not too bad. It was a pretty short one today.
Yeah.
And
it's not a complex movie. It really is.
No.
Simple. Yeah.
No, and listen, I will probably watch it again, but it'll be a few years from now. It's not going to be something I'm going to watch every Christmas.
Right.
But Home Alone,
But next
I can watch
next
every
week
Christmas.
we do watch basically every Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it was a classic.
such a
We
classic. I feel
love Home
like
Alone.
Everybody loves Home Alone.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's about it. So for Rewind Gen X podcast with Matt and Allie, I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie.
God bless.